some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Spread from here.
Should have stayed home.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Just make.
Okay, so that should be the sound fixed now. Please do let us know if it's not the case, and we'll get somebody techie to fix it, like Sean and not me. Okay, so we're going to jump back in the game here. Sean will let me know if there's any further issues. So, as I was saying beforehand, but I was talking to myself because the mic wasn't working. Welcome to Deus Ex Mankind Divided stream, part 2 on SmallFryUnify Network. We played part 1 last week, and we're following the adventures of Adam Jensen after the events of Deus Ex Human Revolution. So, the previous mission that we were on was to get a data disk from the train station bombing attack, and that had digital scans on it. So we are going to return it to the Task Force 29 headquarters, but we do have side missions at the moment. I'm going to do side mission 4, and we're going to go through that now. So I'll take you through that, guys, and hope you enjoy the stream. Any sort of improvements or anything like that at all, please let us know what we can do, and I'm going to chat nonsense about Deus Ex for the next couple hours, so you've been warned. Okay, so we're going to knock on this door and get this guy's attention and drink some tea.
They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vanna. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botcovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vanna? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
Okay, so we've got the personality traits augment set up, so it can detect sort of the best things and the worst things to say to them to sort of get the conversation rolling. So at the moment we've seen that beta was highlighted when he was talking, so we're going to go for the beta results.
But I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Vaclav Kolar.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Kohler must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Kohler. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
So again, it seemed to be that beta is the best option for this, and we're gonna pick that because alpha originally came up, but then beta came up stronger, and omega is not good at all. So we will go for beta, and we'll see what happens there.
Kohler didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like he can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Kohler needs the calibrator to do them.
You believe this, man? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. But tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
So we've got beta, omega, and then beta, so I'm going to go with beta and straight talk him again, as opposed to dodge him with the omega result.
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, brother. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Kohler's calibrator. I will be in touch.
Okay guys, so apologies over the silence, but I tend to shut my mouth during cutscenes and not speak, because then it's hard for you guys to hear what's going on in the game, and it kind of ruins the story if you're trying to follow the story. So, we managed to get the calibrator peacefully,
All right, Kohler.
which...
I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Okay guys, so now the talking is finished.
Nicolazzi doesn't find out about this.
Continue. So, we're in the Kingpin's office. And we're gonna. This guy's clearly kicking about, so we're not gonna provoke him at this moment in time. Despite 2 previous playthroughs on this game, I've never actually. I usually just go in all guns blazing and shooting. So I thought I'd try the diplomatic approach this time. So we've got what we needed, and we've got what we came for, minus the bloodshed. So that's worked out maybe a bit better in my favour, because I believe that I couldn't complete the final side mission because one of the final side missions does involve the favour that he calls you to do. Excuse me. So we'll close that off. We'll give it a little save, so we don't have to do that again if I do something stupid like fall off a roof or something, a classic Chris manoeuvre, whilst moving to the next objective. Okay, so more side missions that we have. I'm going to leave this one and this one till slightly later, as that is going to be a gun battle, and at the moment I'm not really tooled up in the greatest manner. I've also got some outstanding augs that I can apply, so I'm going to go and do that in a minute. Same with these two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do mission 5, and I'm going to go and bring the data drive to the men who need it the most. So the Task Force 29 guys. So I'm not going this way now. I'll go the other way. Okay. Right. So we're going to take this long way around here, and we're seeing this sort of future-esque Prague with its heavy military presence, and these military guys are almost like soldiers. I mean, they've got helmets and body armor and assault rifles. You know, they're equipped either like special weapons and tactics police or soldiers in an occupying country. So there's a heavy military police presence in this game. And now we're going to the operations center. So the operations center is hidden inside a shipping company called Praha Dovos. We'll get a better shot of the name there for you. Yep, there you go, Praha Dovos. And this is supposed to be the inconspicuous shipping company. This sort of I'm trying to remember the exact phrase for it. When there's an organisation that something corporation. It's a sham anyway, put it that way. It's not real. It's designed so Task Force 29 can operate inconspicuously.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
So yeah, Task Force 29 is underground, and it's obviously several levels underground. So we can go to the shooting range. It is another sort of point of interest or side mission. So after I've spoken to this guy, and after I've spoken to Dr. Razan, we will. But we'll give it to this guy first, because this guy gets pretty passionate over these things, so we'll give it to him.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh,
you're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole ARC did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
Okay, so the guy's a bit cagey, but he seems to be the kind of dude that's trapped in a lab doing like IT stuff, so he may be a bit, judging by his personality, he may be a little bit socially awkward. Can maybe sort of relate a bit to like that. 2 seconds, guys, just answering a question here. Okay, so our next objective is to meet with Dr. Razan, and we're going to do that now.
We need to know.
And have a wee chat
Adam,
with her.
I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask, are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-aug extremists attacked the company?
So we're gonna go with this, because she's
I may not have chosen
intrusive.
the augmented doctor, but I'm alive today because of it.
And living in a world where people fear and hate the augmented. You know in the eyes of society you've become the enemy, Adam. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel?
So we've got a choice of different sort of answers here. We can... This isn't the sort of alpha, beta, omega conversation system that we have earlier. This is literally just a kind of sort of little sort of in-depth sort of conversation he's having as part of his job essentially, with the shrink. So I'm gonna say it's my job because that's what I do if someone asks me.
Doesn't matter what I think about it, Doc. I got a job to do. I'm here to prevent further bloodshed, which is exactly what I intend to do.
I hope that you can. Listen, Adam, I know these kinds of conversations are a pretty major pain in the ass. I really do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Thanks.
You mean I had a choice?
No, but the sentiment remains. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Okay, so we've got that. So we've got
Adam,
that.
I'm glad you came back.
Hold on. And we've got some more praxis, so we will go and set that up. But first of all, what we're going to do is make sure that things are all good at the shooting range, and go and do this point of interest that's been kicking about on our objective.
By God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
So I'm going to accept this mission.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment. Access the computer they used and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Okay, so we got ourselves another side mission here. What we're going to do is we're going to complete the point of interest for the firing range and speak to Aria.
Did something go down at the train station? Smiley said the police tried to kill him, then a few minutes later Miller stormed out of here. What happened?
They were just a bunch of corrupt cops. I doubt they cared about the crime scene. They only wanted to make a show of force. Following orders is my guess.
Did they give you any trouble?
They didn't notice me. I went in there and got the evidence Smiley wanted and got out.
Just that easy, huh?
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
I just spoke to her. Looks like I'm good to go.
That's great. I'm supposed to talk to her too. I hope she has an open mind and can overlook my stress levels. I know I'm ready to get out there in the field.
You'll get there, Aria. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. And I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but he used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah. I gave you your new keycard for the shooting range, right?
Yeah.
Why haven't you used it yet?
You saying I need practice?
Yeah, who doesn't? Practice makes perfect, Adam.
Okay, so apologies there, guys. Again, with this game, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of sort of conversations and things like that, and it is kind of annoying when people are playing through things and they talk over people who are talking in games and you can't hear a word of what the people in the games are saying, you just hear my annoying voice. So that's my decision on this stream, to not talk when there is a cutscene going on in the game. So that's just how I'm going to do it. If it is an issue, let us know in the comments and I can blab away and ruin the cutscenes for you if you want. You know, it's up to you guys, you know. So we're going to take on the shooting range now, take off the jacket and break out the guns and have some target practice.
So,
as this is one of the
practice, huh?
point of interest missions. So this is just sort of a quick sort of rundown, which you can do at the first bit of the game.
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me?
Familiarize people with the weapon systems,
Saves time using men using iron sight.
how the guns operate, how to modify them, etc., etc.
See the difference? Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target, but watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
So we're now holstering the weapon as instructed, and we're going to pick up the combat rifle.
If your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round.
We're now going to go into our weapon menu and equip the combat rifle. Notice the recoil on the combat rifle. It's actually very heavy. I mean, listen to it. It sounds like a 50 caliber machine gun if you ever heard one of them, a YouTube video or something, a movie or something like that. It sounds very, very powerful.
See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time.
So we're just going to pick up some armor piercing rounds from the table here. And then we're going to hold Y, which will then change our weapon, so we can actually change the, essentially we've been changing the mag and putting armor piercing rounds into it, which goes in here. It's a really cool weapon design, really futuristic. Not so futuristic to the point where it's covered in modern military accessories, more it looks like a futuristic weapon. And it sounds utterly monstrous. It sounds like a very heavy weapon system. Okay,
now, let's
so
take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo.
we're now going to move on to EMP targets and go back to our 10mm pistol, but we're going to pick up the EMP ammunition this time.
Isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them.
So we're picking up the EMP ammunition now. We're doing the same drill as before. We're going to switch the EMP ammo into our pistol itself, and we're going to knock out these targets.
Once you've disabled the security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily.
So once we've taken this out, we then jump to our armor-piercing weapon
You should always
system.
have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah!
Aria seems to love sort of
Seems like
US
you're warmed
Marine
up
Corps
now.
sayings.
Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Okay, so we're now going to go back to the combat rifle and open that up in our inventory, and we're now going to combine a suppressor, it's called a silencer in the game, with the combat rifle, and I've buggered that up. Oh, whoops, shouldn't have said that. Yeah, there we go. Got there in the end, I guess.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit.
Okay, so now we've got this big beam tin on the front of it, which is going to suppress the round. And, oh no, reduce the noise. And obviously the flash of the weapon is also extremely reduced as well.
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
So then we can quickly remove it and chop and change it as we need to. Quite quickly and effectively.
Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Let us know, guys, what augmentations would you get if you had the chance? I mean, we've got a full list of them. There'll be a full list of them online. What augmentations would you get? Would you get them all? Would you just be essentially a human computer? I mean, would you even do it? Would some people maybe not want to actually do that? I mean, I would do it in a heartbeat. I think we said that last time. It would be amazing, especially the social one where you could like completely manipulate people just by a computer program. That would be pretty awesome. Okay. Right, we're going to customize the weapon system now itself, and we're going to upgrade it to a fully automatic weapon, and we should... Yeah, we need to go and pick... there we go. Okay, so yeah, now we've got a fully automatic pistol, which I really do not like. If I want to use a fully automatic weapon, it would be an assault rifle, not a pistol, or a submachine gun, not a pistol. It drops things pretty quick, but at the same time it eats through your ammo like nothing else on earth, and ammo is sometimes in short supply in this game.
Fast, but it'll burn through your ammo.
So we're then going to holster the weapon again as instructed by the range officer.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Take a sip of our tea. Okay guys, just getting some messages through from Sean now, who's doing the social media side of things. I am absolutely grade A hopeless when it comes to social media. That is not even a lie, it's totally true. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little shout out. We've got a shout out to Siskel. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us and following us and watching our stuff. I mean, it means a lot that you're tuning in and seeing me play this game and explore this world with you. I mean, it's a fantastic game. It's brilliant. It's great to see that we've got sort of fans online here that also like the same sort of content that we're doing. We've also got a shout out to Sam Wang 001. So hey dude, thanks for joining us as well. Great to see you joining the stream and seeing everything that we're doing here. And we've got a couple of more shout outs, but we're going to do them throughout the stream.
Hey Adam.
If that's okay, social media man. Okay. Right. So we're going to find the source of the hack now, or we can go meet Vega in the limb clinic. Now it's really a 50-50 sort of thing. I would rather get these side missions sort of done first than going on to the main campaign missions, which then things change and you then have to do more serious things.
Waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
And Miss Vega seems to be very impatient, but she can just bloody well wait until I've done my side missions. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm in charge here. I will decide what I do.
I don't want any trouble.
So we're going to then walk out of the very inconspicuous military base here. Well, military base, well, whatever you want to call it, military base, counter-terrorism centre, something like that. Okay, so now we are going to be jumping about in the sewers again, I believe. So let's go and do that. Yeah, let's go and get dirty and jump about in the sewers. Sounds fun. I'm sure Adam Jensen goes through a lot of jackets and trousers by crawling about in horrible places like sewers. Nope, we're going to a flat actually. Should have thought of that one. Okay, so upstairs. And here we go. So let's see what security rating this is. This is a 2, so it might actually be a bit more of a challenge than the normal ones that we do. And we've got a 15% detection rate on here, or a 0 on here. Well, we're going to go with a 0, that's a no-brainer, because that's not going to pick up at all on the scan. And we've got to get to here. The shortest path is this way, but I think it's also a slightly higher detection-wise path. Or is it? This path might be slightly higher detection-wise, actually.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, it is.
Trace program initiated.
No. I have to put a stop worm on that so we can get these back. And another one. I did not want to do this. I don't like using my stop worms. They can be really useful. I kind of messed that one up, so whoopsie. Okay, so we're now in this flat. We can put on our thermal augmented vision to see what's going on. We can turn on the oven and burn the place down if we wanted to, and we can pretty much do anything within reason. This looks like a rented flat, but it doesn't look like it's been furnished to a great deal. So maybe it's a safe house or a meeting point or something like that. I mean, it's very sort of, it's much nicer than my flat. Well, yeah, in real life it's much nicer than my flat, but it's also much nicer than Adam Jensen's flat in the more ghetto type area as well. So okay, so we're going to take all this hacking software because that'll come in useful, because I just lost one of them opening the door. Silly me, but I've got a replacement, so that's all good. Okay, so this has got a 1 rating, so this should be simple, but I'll probably still manage to mess it up. Okay, let's go through this. The detection should go all the way around, and then we should finally sort of link up.
Access granted.
Okay, so now we've got this guy saying, "Why are you online?" and he's not happy. Okay, so now we've got the code to get into it as well, so I mean, bluffing this guy seemed to work, and now we've got an email about a moon base apparently. So yeah, I love this game. I love sort of like you can hack into computers and there's all this backstory and details, and especially when you go into the offices later on and stuff, there's like all these stories about co-workers and stuff, and it's great. It just kind of it's that sort of attention to detail and backstories that makes it a lot more believable. So these guys obviously have been busy, and they are very interested in Prahadoros and believe it's some sort of spy ring place, possibly. Well, I mean, they're pretty much right, as it's Task Force 29's headquarters, but...
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. A group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
What is this?
Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to find the source of the hack on side mission 5. Then we might go back and do side missions 0 and 2 as well before proceeding. Or we might do another campaign mission so we can get more ammo and weapons, because these ones, from what I remember, tend to be a bit more combat orientated. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I remember in the 2 playthroughs that I've done, they seem to be, one of them seemed to be very combat orientated. I think the first one. Okay, so now we're going to head into the sewers.
I couldn't imagine.
Again, a classic Adam Jensen move, just sort of rips open a manhole and just goes about his business. Nobody questions him. Nobody's like, what is this dude in a trench coat doing? Like, nope. The police aren't like that either. The police are just like, yeah, whatever. It's just Adam Jensen doing his thing.
I've lived in Prague my whole life.
And now we're gonna climb down in the sewers. Classic Jensen move. Okay, so so we've got some sort of red lighting here. We can set up our weapons. Actually, I forgot to do this earlier. You can set up your weapons to corresponding things. You just highlight them and drop them in. Grenade launcher for some reason. I don't quite think I'm going to need heavy firepower like that just yet. So I made the classic sort of, maybe a big mistake of, we'll get rid of this explosive barrel first of all, and that can't be good, of picking the tranquilizer rifle over the tranquilizer pistol. And the tranquilizer rifle actually has a higher, so while we're here, we might as well just fire this up, and then we can jump down here and go about this place and raid this place or whatever. So we got the implanted rebreather, but no, the rifle itself is a great weapon, but it does take a long time to drop them. So maybe the tranquilizer pistol that drops them a bit quicker may have been a slightly more sensible choice at the start. I did learn that the hard way by the fact that I didn't do such a stealthy playthrough at the start, which also annoyed me because I was trying to go for that sort of stealthy playthrough. Silly Chris. Okay, moving on from ridiculing myself. We are having a look into here. Usually there is valves when the toxic gas is about, or the sort of, but this may be a defense mechanism for them. Or they may have just all been gassed by Task Force 29. Who knows? Maybe they were too close to the truth. But we're going to have a wee look into this computer here and find out what's going on. Here. So we've had a look in. There doesn't seem to be a great deal of information available. I'll just drop all that drink on the floor because I'm not really interested in drink. Yeah, that was a bit of a dumb maneuver. Do we have any biocells? Yes, we do. And we do have hypostims as well. So yeah, I forgot that this actually uses your praxis thing, your biocells. And almost killed myself, so that was a good start. Not. And I'm trying to remember how you get out of here. My guess would be somewhere in the floor. I'm Failing. Completely failing, guys. Cataclysmically failing, as I would say. Right, we're out of here. We're going to stop with silly distractions now, and we're going to go and we're going to bust these guys and crack some heads. Tell them to shut up, stop talking about the government, stuff like that. Classic government scare tactics. Well, it helps if you go the right way to begin with. You may not run into the poisonous gas, so that was a bit silly to begin with, but you know, the shoe fits, Cinderella will go to the ball and all that.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
So we're going to climb down this ladder as opposed to jump down it, because my Adam Jensen might break a toenail or something. You know. Heaven forbid that happening. Throw this box just for the banter. Okay. Loot this. And... oh, is that a corpse or is it a dude? Nah, it's a dude. He's obviously had enough in life, so we'll cut him a break and we'll leave him. He doesn't seem to be causing that much of a nuisance. And then we'll chuck this box out the way, move these boxes out the way. Oh look, oh it's a secret entrance. Oh look, we had the code earlier because the idiots gave us the code on the computer thinking we were someone who we weren't. Fools. Okay. So, once that door opened, it immediately sort of propositioned my rifle to be deployed.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
So this guy seems to be super paranoid, all WikiLeaks, hating the government sort of thing. I'm gonna reason with this guy.
I didn't come here to break anything.
Reasonable.
I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Novos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Sammy's dad isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
Okay, so this guy's clearly like super paranoid, like says WikiLeaks, anti-government sort of type. We're gonna sort of try and reason with him. We're not gonna probe him too much, and we're gonna sort of instigate a mission almost that he'll give us in return.
But not for the reasons you assume.
You relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Novos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie.
He's going off on one.
So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
You're gonna forget everything you know about Prahadovos for now. It's the only way you get to protect your ideals.
Right, because concealing information is obviously the best way to keep people informed. You really think I'm that stupid? There's this word you might want to look up. It's called transparency. It means people have the right to know, no matter what the cost.
So we've got Omega, Beta. Omega was last, Beta and Alpha are at the same time, so I'm gonna go with objective.
There's a difference between speculation and fact. Right now I'm betting you don't have anything tangible to go on. You don't know who I am, what my role is, or what's really going on. Wait until the facts are out before you go spewing misinformation everywhere. Before you get people killed.
Okay, maybe I don't have all the facts yet, I'll give you that, but I know something's going on down there. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's why you always have to keep digging. The truth, the real truth. It's a rare fucking bird, man. And if you're too slow or too careful, it fucking flies off. So when I get so much as a hint of truth, I strike when I can, as hard as I can.
Kind of missed that there because I was communicating with Director of Social Media, Sean-Paul Johnson there.
Whatever the cost, is that it? You want to be better than Picus, right? But what does Picus do? They frighten people. They sensationalize the news. They misdirect. If you want to resist them, you need to strive to be objective. You need to deal in truths. And the truth is, putting Prahadovos under the spotlight right now is dangerous to me and useless to the public. Wait until it's time.
Okay, I get it. I don't want to compromise no one's investigative journalism. Sometimes you move too fast and the real story flies off before you even had a chance to see it. That's not what we do here. So you go break open whatever it is you're breaking open, and we'll lay off Prahadovos. For now.
You're making the right choice.
We'll see. You know, we could still use your help, though. Journalistic integrity may not mean very much topside, but it still means something down here. And that's why I think you should help us. You're our best shot at hitting the mass media where it hurts.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
So we're going to accept this mission.
I want
It's
skeletons,
quite
the
fun.
kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvan, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
We'll see.
So not promises, guys.
I took care of Sal's dad. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, am I ever jealous?
So we've reasoned with them. I mean, we could have like just shot them or done whatever. But I decided, you know, you get another mission out of it. It's a fun mission. It's a challenging mission breaking into the bank, and you'll see why when we actually go and do it. So yeah. So while we're here, obsessing our objectives. Assessing, sorry, not obsessing. Oh, I'm getting my words mixed up there. That's a good one. We are going to do a few more shout-outs from the social media. So, shout out to Frost BBM. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for seeing everything that we're doing here at SmallFryUnify and tuning into our stream. It means a lot to me. This is my first sort of stream that I've done since the Alien series of game streams, so it's really cool to see people tuning in and doing things like that. We've also got Dan Furno as well. Hi to you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for viewing the stream as well, and thanks for continued just support. That's great. And we'll do 2 more shout outs again a little bit later. Just sort of clear that up. Sean's gone away to do something, so he's left me kind of in charge of social media stuff, which I'm not very good at, so I do apologise. Okay, so we're going to find the source of the hack here, and get this done. So yeah, here we go. Side mission 5.
Not much going on.
Really want to go and find someone who's selling us a sort of a tranquilizer pistol, because it comes in incredibly useful when you're breaking into the bank. The tranquilizer rifle is brilliant, but it also takes far too long to disable your targets. If you've got multiple targets, they're going to notice dropping. That each of them are dropping, sorry. Sometimes the words a bit mixed up, so I apologise about that. Right. So this is the property bank that we need to go into. Now,
sometimes I just sit at my desk for hours doing absolutely.
This is a restricted area that we're going into.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building
absolutely secure. Data extractors have never breached.
See where we're heading. We're heading to level 3, which is like super high security. So
yes, sub-level security room has our up-to-date security.
They're probably not very happy with that. Again, this is something that takes a bit of trial and error to get right. A lot of sneaking about. I'm pretty sure there is an executive guard somewhere, but we don't have it yet. So I'm trying to remember exactly how we do this. Might jump onto another mission while I sort of rack my brains about this and do that in the background here, because I'm pretty sure the last time I was here I started a fight and I almost killed everyone on the bank. It's just the place turns into a war zone, mechs turn up and all sorts of stuff, so I mean it gets pretty heavy pretty fast, and I'm not really at that comfortable level of combat at the moment where I want to be starting fights with security robots and stuff. So we could do this one, but it's a tough fight as well. Alright, we'll go meet Alex Vega. She's been patient enough and she's waited, so we'll go meet her in the limb clinic. And you can use biocells to operate these things here. We've got all the shops and stuff, and all the futuristic vehicles mixed with this Eastern European architecture like you see in Prague. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. Great teamwork, great art design, the weapons, and the equipment. It's really cool as well. So yeah, we've got all that. Brilliant job these guys have done. I mean, never really heard much from them until very recently on this, and been so stoked since seeing the trailer for this, and it's been even better to play it. It's not disappointed me at all, apart from the crappy PC controls. It's the only disappointment that I've had in this game. Other than that, the only other issue I have with it is it's not long enough. I want more content, more Adam Jensen's story, more. We all want more. So, yep. Open this door. It's got a security rating of 5, so I mean, unless you gave me the code, there'd be no way I'd be getting in there. Okay, so we're gonna meet Alex now. I'll shut up and let her do her thing.
Glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me. Even got the scars to prove it.
So we can sort of provoke Alex a bit here and sort of find out a bit more about her background story and stuff. So we're gonna sort of dig a little bit deeper on that.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident, I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
So she's got an invisibility AUG, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's one of the experimental ones that we can have.
We still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
So, Golem City, very cool. We're not going there just yet though, sorry guys. I want to finish some of the side missions first, before going there, so.
Get away from me!
I've got nothing else to say.
People generally don't like me because I'm an AUG. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the home plate, where my flat is and stuff, and we're gonna crack open a few more side missions and get that done. So yeah,
Thing is always breaking down.
there's no reason to accelerate through the campaign and rush through it too much. We've got plenty of time, plenty of streams coming up to get this done. We're not going to rush through it. We're going to show you all the nooks and crannies of this game, all the beautiful art and architecture and the hard work that's gone into this game, rather than just rush through it in 25 or so hours and however long it took me to complete the game first time, and just kind of miss a lot of the stuff. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff in the game, especially the side quests are kind of cool, and we want to do all that, show you all of that, show you everything this game has to offer, so that's what we're going to do. It's not a speedrun. 25 hours isn't a speedrun either. But, yeah. So now we've got classic Adam Jensen on a train with the arms folded, super serious. But he's not just in any train, he's in the OG compartment, which is kind of that mechanical apartheid thing going on again, where OGs are deemed subhuman and aren't allowed to travel with normal citizens, which is ridiculous. But I think this game's got a very sort of valid and sort of very recent sort of timing with, especially with all the sort of racism that's going on in the world at the moment and the problems behind it. But we're not going to dive too much into this. This isn't a blog based on people's opinions or anything like that. It's just sort of where the game's going with it and saying that it is an issue and just using it in a different format. So I'll shut up and we'll get to the next bit.
What have I? Don't see anything.
Nice. Crime in our city than terrorist attack. Am I hearing you?
So we're going down this close here, and apparently there's something in the sewer.
Hey man.
Oh,
hey
I'm gonna
man.
go wee look and see what it is. So yeah, got my rifle all geared up, ready for battle by the looks of things. I'm gonna put that away so I look a little bit less threatening. Then move on to this next bit, because I'm pretty sure there's some gun turrets and some other stuff here. Yes, there is. Okay, so we got a gun turret here. We're gonna go into dispatch of that. Didn't really go according to plan at all. We're probably gonna die. Yeah, we're dead. Nope, as opposed to not going to plan at all, that just didn't go to plan. That really went wrong. I'm not going to do that next time, I'll just run past it. I apologise for my idiocy, it happens sometimes. Okay, so we're not too far behind, we just need to sort of run up these stairs again, get out of the station and go through the checkpoints and past the armed police and blah blah blah.
Oh, what can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Augs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropozyne isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly. I store a few supplies in my basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale. I'm good for now.
As you wish.
So, it's nice to be nice, and by being nice and helping a fellow Aug out, we seem to have gained access to a sort of cache. So that's good. So if I was gonna hide something, where would I hide it? Certainly not behind the bar, probably in this room here. Probably where the security door code is. We already know the code, so it's not gonna really bother us too much. Oh look, isn't this a bit weird? Oh look, this kind of, yeah. Super inconspicuous door is not inconspicuous. Again, we pick up as many of these pocket secretaries as possible because they give you door codes and stories and all sorts of things. And read as many ebooks because it pays to be educated, I guess. Okay. So, there we go. Now just move this out of the way. You move your crate out of the way. Close the door so we don't sort of ruin it for them. Put that crate back there. And this has got hacking software, money, chips, stuff like that. A gyroscopic regulator. All sorts of goodies that we've got here, so that's kind of cool. So as it pays, it's nice to be nice, and then people give you free stuff. And we've ended up in here, in the sewers again. Adam Jensen and his sewer crawling. No way to get out of here. This could be an interesting hack. We're not super up on the hack detection yet. We've not really got the sort of required levels of hacking to get this done quietly.
Access granted.
But seemed to have managed alright. So. Again, we need to make sure that we go in the right way. So we'll go around here, we'll follow the arrow. It's kind of the same sort of guidance system as any other game that you play. Seems to me like drones. Cover, and we'll switch to our combat shotgun and we'll wait for something super close and completely and utterly destroy it. There we go, that's the end of those combat drones. And we'll put our shotgun away like that never happened. What happened? What drones? What drones, what people? To constantly be aware of the enemy forces and where they're going to be. So we've got them on our radar here, and we know where they are, so it's just simply a case of knowing where to shoot them. I don't think we can get up here. It appears that Adam Jensen may have put on a few pounds since the last time we've played. Destroys drones almost instantaneously. They don't seem to last very long. Breaking out hardware at that degree, the military spec hardware. So again, we're going to move through this area here. Try that again. Come on, Jensen. Move. Go up here. And then up there. There we go. That's the one. And then we end up in dead end. What are you playing? Oh. That looks very electrostatically charged. the smartest maneuver. Oh yeah, we're in the... We appear to be in some sort of degree of area of importance to the valley now. I'm not too sure it's a drug lab. Sorry about this, guys. A bit lost. Sometimes it happens when you're crawling about the sewers. Not talking from personal experience, talking about just I don't go and crawl about sewers in my spare time. Some people might. Not my thing. Alright, again, without the failure. Jump up on said crate. Run to said crate. Jump up here. Up there. Over here on the pipe. On the pipe. Over here. Through here. So it seems that some citizens have been killed here for some reason or another. Perhaps the Valley Crime Organisation is committing crimes here as well. So we've got some tense sort of combat music that's left over from when we took out that drone. So and the fire extinguisher here randomly. Yeah, so that was a long way for no shortcut whatsoever. So you know what, we'll just go out through the damn street. Because I'm a bit lost. I can't be bothered trying to so thank you very much for your ammo and weapons and practice and blah blah blah. Yes? Yeah. And then we'll go out for here and we should be able to find it a bit easier. Now we're following the actual objective marker itself. In theory, guys, in theory. Again, we've probably got a little bit of a fight ahead of us as well, because the last time we had that combat turret thing that made short work of me. This is the way we go. So we were kind of on the right track, but not really. Again, do we have a frag or something that can take that out? We got beer can, but we don't have a frag. So shotgun time. We can maneuver past this easy enough. It isn't a great deal of an issue. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm such a liar sometimes. Yeah, like I said, I did want to kind of maybe do that mission a little bit later on when I was a bit more kitted up and could sort of remote hack sensors and stuff, but yeah. We'll just keep doing it until we get it right. While we're here, waiting to do stuff, we'll give a shout out to Moken and Kazoo32. Thanks for joining us, thanks for joining the stream, thanks for joining SmallFryUnify, following our content. It means a lot to us, and we like to see as many people from different walks of life and stuff, and do enjoy gaming just as much as we do. Follow our streams and watch our playthroughs and things like that, so that's great. Thanks for joining us. Awesome. Anyone else is sort of requesting a shout out or things like that, you will need to go through the social media mention. And that's his stuff, not mine. So these guys are pretty alerted that I've been fragging drones left, right and centre, so they're probably going to get pretty annoyed, so... yeah, time to go and hide. And we're lost in this room again. Classic. Pain in the bum. Okay. Oh, not here. Not here. I always forget about this tube here. I always think it's a toxic gas. But there's actually a tube before the toxic gas. I've got the rebreather now, so it shouldn't really matter, to be fair. Okay, third attempt on this mission. This is the combat does get quite intense and stuff, so. Oh, come on, Adam. Come on. There we go. So it's 0311 for the code. Code's in. And so we'll leave that turret to do its thing. I'm not going to pick a fight with it again because I'll probably kick my ass like I did last time. And there we're going to have a wee sort of look into this Diwali drug lab or whatever we've got going on here. Some sort of Breaking Bad inspired drug lab.
What the fuck is Swan cleaning?
Like it says, again with the rifle, you can drop as many folk as you want, but you've got to drop them in areas where it's not so. So these guys have sort of been alerted to this presence already, so they're going to be looking for me now because they've noticed that their pal's been knocked out. I'm going to take him down now, but he takes a little bit of time to drop. Unfortunately.
Don't worry, Trap.
So it looks like we're going hot now anyway. Cover them in smoke.
You coward!
Use that to take this guy out. These guys are now throwing frag grenades, which is quite intense. It's the gas grenades actually. So we might switch to our combat rifle here. Some intense combat. There'll be a lot of guys here now. No, we're out of fucking. Oh, sorry. That was my bad. Probably shouldn't have done that. We're out of combat rifle ammo. Jeez, sometimes my foul tongue gets the better of me, so sorry about that. Swear like a trooper sometimes. It's not good. Okay, so we're gonna move up, loot this place for ammo and stuff. Start taking all these shotguns. Oh, there's a stun gun there, and that's what I've been wanting for a while now. So I'm gonna actually swap out my grenade launcher for it, which is wild. But we'll put these guys to sleep. Police can then deal with them if they so choose to do so, if they don't know about this place already. Take out the cameras. And we'll take out these scientists, security guys, whatever they are. I mean, they're obviously cooking some form of drug here. We'll take the neuropazine though, because that'll come handy. So we're not going to kill any of these guys. We have unfortunately slotted a few of these guys who picked a fight with me, and I decided to shoot them. Maybe shouldn't have, but we should have tranked them. Maybe should have tranked them, but I didn't, so you know, we got to roll with it and move on with it now. Past it. Come there. This is a level 3, we can kind of maybe get in here. It might be a bit of a task at this sort of stage of the game. 45% detection rate, so we know the minute this goes off, we're going to have to deploy a stopworm virus to shut this down.
Why are you attacking us? What did Neon ever do to you?
Don't be so surprised. I've seen what your product does to Augs. Neon was bound to draw attention.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is a private lab. You shouldn't even be here. Give me one good reason not to trigger the alarm.
For starters, because there's no one out there to respond. So how about neither of us do anything rash just yet?
What is it you expect from me? I'm just a chemist here.
You make a product that kills people. I'm not leaving until that's no longer possible. And you're gonna help me.
Why would I help you? People have a right to disconnect from the world. To do whatever they want to their minds, their bodies. I see no reason why that should stop.
Things in Prague aren't exactly looking up right now. I'm not saying Neon is responsible for that, but it certainly isn't helping. Not me, not you, not anyone. Now, as resourceful as I may be, you know this lab better than I do. I'm asking for your help.
You're right. Recreational drug use is not the reason the world is falling apart. If anything, riding the rainbow is one of the few things still holding some of us up. Why take that from me? Why take it from anyone?
So she's definitely an Omega. So we're gonna go with Omega and do some reverse
I'm not
psychology.
convinced I actually need your help. It's pretty obvious that all I have to do is shoot a couple of these tanks. Any monkey with a gun can do that.
You mean the reactors? You're not serious, are you? You wouldn't actually be that reckless, would you?
Why not? I'm here to halt the production of Neon, sabotage this whole operation. I think my way sounds pretty good.
Your way would kill us all! Please, for everyone's sake, you have to rethink your plan. Please.
Again, she's an Omega.
I'm overthinking all this. I'm asking some high school chemistry dropout for information she probably doesn't even have access to. Information I don't even need. Bad things inside of tank shoot tank. So obvious it hurts.
I'll tell you what hurts. Toxic explosions. Neon may make people see rainbows, but it's not rainbows inside those reactors. My God, you would actually go through with it, wouldn't you? Please, I'll do anything. Just do not shoot the reactors.
You're making the right choice.
What is it exactly you need from me?
I want to know how to best disrupt the synthesis process. Maybe sabotage those reactors over there, without killing us all. Is that something you can tell me how to do?
There's a fail-safe system you can activate inside the reactor room. It empties the tanks, basically shuts everything down. You'll need these biocells to do it.
Alright, what about the codes?
The code to get into the reactor room is 7851. Inserting the biocells will bring up the reactor terminal. Same code. The only thing I can't help you with is the lasers. That part is up to you.
So, what are we going to enable? Remote hacking. Whoa. Looks like because we've put an experimental log on, we've like totally shut something down. So, let's change the activation status and we'll permanently disable this augmentation for now. We'll put our reactor back down. So, and you can't even do it with these remote hacking's not even a problem. We've got remote hacking. There we go, that's the one. I love this orientation. This would have been amazing for me to have in my life. Oh, I maybe didn't factor in the big gun turret that's sitting up there. Don't really have much luck with gun turrets, guys. Generally too incompetent to even notice them, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know how to get out of this one. Pop smoke, maybe. Well, that was a cataclysmic failure. So, try that again. I'm not good enough at this yet. Not a good enough level. Have I disabled these though? Oops, control by developing. Right, I had enough of this. Didn't think I would make it through that, unfortunately. Should have thought of that one a bit better. Again, I'm gonna have to go through that annoying conversation with that silly little woman, I think. Unless it's auto-saved.
Give this back!
Yeah, it has auto-saved, so that's good. So need to find the... Alright, let's disable the camera first of all. 7851. We'll activate our remote hacking and we'll put ourselves into meltdown mode because that'll be fun. Permanently disable these so we're not in OC mode. Seconds to go on that. Got 2 new practice out of that, that was pretty cool. We've probably got a bunch of dudes coming to see what's going on with this lab as well, so let's get out of here before things start to get a bit more serious, which if they aren't already. Nah, doesn't want to jump there. Silly Jensen can't jump. Okay. We've done that. Let me remotely disable that as well. Right on the money. Yeah, we can avoid these things. We can go around them, through them. Oh, nuts, man! And we're out. That worked. Good. So savior from the failure there. Right. Okay. So we've done that mission now. Right. Into the locked area. We can do that one. Let's speak to this guy here. Come on, get up there. Adam Jensen doesn't want to jump for some reason. There we go. That's better. And we'll go off and do the second sewer mission, shall we? Hopefully slightly more successful than the first one. You know. Who knows? Okay.
I can still hear it. It's like a mosquito in my brain.
So this Viznik guy's pretty spangled. He doesn't seem to really have much clue what's going on. And this guy's a cultist.
Stranger, he should not be.
Outsider, he's not one of us.
Do not look at him.
He will harm us. He cannot harm us.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
Experiment of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
You're a little utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrorists. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
Oh, he's been totally sort of like messing like or thing, yeah.
Viznik said I had to see through you, your attempts at manipulation, to see you for what you...
Some part of you abhors violence. Some part of everyone does. See, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you don't want to hurt anyone.
I may not know exactly what's going on here, but I do know that an honest man wouldn't need to hide behind a screen.
I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to be the best version of yourself.
So this guy's pretty much a nightmare.
You're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? What business?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear.
Okay, so this guy's like clearly up to something, like it's like pumping this place like full of hippie gas or something like that, whatever that is. He's clearly up to something, so we're not happy about that. I'm certainly not happy about this like sort of like crazy cult that this guy's got going on.
An ideal for all of us to live up to. Get away from there. This is what happens when the outside world tries to fight in.
It's a level 5 door, so there's no way we're getting through this in such a short time. We're gonna have to use a multi-tool. So it looks like this sort of pacification nonsense has dropped off now. I'm still going to equip my stun gun though, because I don't necessarily want to kill any of the guy's followers, or anything like that. They're not really doing anything wrong apart from be brainwashed.
It's over.
Yet another augmented terror attack. 251 passengers aboard.
God, what an absolute prick this guy is.
When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been severed.
So we've now turned this guy's sort of brainwashing program off and we've knocked him out. Hopefully his citizens will find him up here all slumped out and like that. Hopefully they'll find him there and realise he's not a great man, he's fooled them, and they can dispense proper justice to this man.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation.
You...
I want to be. I want to be.
So we saved this guy now. So it's another side mission done. The mystery Augs continues after you leave. So it looks like we're going to have to hit the Palisade Bank now, which is going to be fun. Remember the remote hacking that I had earlier will come in very handy, as there's lots of that. And I think I'm going to take a little trip to my apartment and dump a large majority of my weapons as well, because I want to do this quite stealthily. And you can pick up just about every weapon system imaginable in the Palisade Bank anyway, so it gives us a good chance to resort the inventory. Got lots of ammo for a stun gun, lots of ammo for the stun rifle, for the tranquilizer rifle, sorry. So we've got plenty of covert equipment to be able to deal with this. So I think I got rid of that grenade launcher anyway because it's useless. We've got a battle rifle in here. We've not got any ammo for the combat rifle, so it would seem a bit pointless to have it there. We've not got any ammo for this. So we're going to go to the little shop down the stair actually, and we're going to fling some of this to the shop. Maybe buy some stun gun darts or something. There is a shop here.
Biocells, painkillers, right?
Oh, great! Shop.
My favorite hog.
And we're gonna sell this guy some things. So I'm gonna sell him all these. $700 out of that. We'll sell him the frag mine. I don't need that. Selling these. This. So I think the gyroscope right there. I'm gonna need that. Selling the mine. And what does he have available? He's got laser targeting system, scopes, combat rifles, pistols, shotguns, just about everything. He's got these hyperstim injectors, which is what I'm after. And the biocells, which is what I'm after. And the painkillers, which is what I'm after. So, crafting parts as well. He's got. We seem to have enough ammo at the moment to keep us going. So.
Yes, good choice.
We've got a nice wee deal from him there.
I'll be on my way.
That's it. Big spender.
We'll leave this guy here. We've still got $6 grand worth of stuff.
He'll set you up.
Then we'll go and travel to the Palisade Property Bank. We need to go for the station to do that, so we'll go to the station, get it done that way.
Wonderful.
Trouble.
We won't push you aside for your augment. We want you to be part of
some movie posters and stuff, propaganda, newsreels and that. Okay, so we will head to Palisade Station. So that's where the Palisade Property Bank is going to be short distance walk away from there. So we got the other sort of classic cutscenes here of Adam Jensen with his foldy arms on the train. As he goes to his next objective in the Harbor Lake apartment. So I like to sit with other human beings. So guys, let us know, what do you like, what do you dislike about this game? Is there anything in particular you dislike about the stream? Let us know. We're approachable enough. Sean, the social media man, will forward your comments on to me as usual, and we'll deal with it. So yeah, let us know if you're enjoying it, let us know if something you don't like about it. Let us know if you're sort of like, oh my god, this game's like amazing, because when I first got it, that was kind of the first thing that I thought when I was playing it, was this game is incredible. The art style, everything. Great game. Really happy with it. Great purchase. Still on this train, just waiting to go to the next bit. We'll hit up the bank and we'll see where we go after that. And yeah. Station in a minute now. Yep. And here we go. So, what I want to do before I go anywhere near here, because this place, the vault that you end up going to, is actually going to buy some multi-tools because you can buy them.
Here we go.
Alright, here, I'm not too sure if it's this shop, not electronic shop. That'd be right, actually.
Hey there.
I don't...
Yeah.
Well, I figure...
You're not talking...
Buy or sells, my friend.
What kind of movies are we talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was just making a stupid joke.
What you really mean is you don't want to tell me, since it's obvious I didn't come here for that. Calm down. I'm not a cop. I think I'll...
Feel free to come.
So it's not this electronic shop. I don't even think I've ever been in this shop before. Yeah, there is another electronic store in this area.
No more. I don't care what you do. I don't care about your privilege.
Sells stuff. Get this one? It's not an electronic store. But it might be these guys.
If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
Cannot come soon enough.
Okay, so we'll try this one around the corner. Nope. Yeah, not having much luck in the farm shops. Besides, we can go to the...
Good.
I got some neuropozyne for you.
Thanks. You're all right, you know that? A real friend. You should go down to my basement and have a look around. I've got some cool stuff down there.
Good. Everyone seems to be quite nice. You give people neuropozyne, they seem to be pretty guilty. This is to me. Come in. Cops are all swatted up here. Okay, so we're moving on to the next part, which is...
Enough problems already.
Normally we'd go in with like 10 multi-tools and stuff, but yeah, we're just gonna roll with it the way it is.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chovu.
It's going to be tough here, it's going to be probably several tries as well to get in here. And there is a mission where you have to come back here later on. Oh, we can disable cameras here remotely, we've got the capability to do that now, so... We're going to go here first, because we can't go to the offices. We can't go to the offices at all, so... It also won't last in the lobby, so we're going to need this access card. That's a deal breaker for us, so...
I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time.
Thanks for the information.
This guy's pretty much giving us the information that we need. Maybe not willingly, but, you know, just by doing his job, he's kind of done that, so...
On your feet. Wide search, nothing. Confirmed. Wide, no sign. Confirmed.
Moving to investigate.
We're going hard now.
Keep it down.
Didn't really want to go this hard. Guys are going to be careful to the top as well.
How's their own evidence? Primary engaged. Maintain the
Again, our range is limited with this weapon, so there's a smoke up there, we should have to. I can't really see what I'm doing here. I'm getting shot and combat now and all sorts of stuff, so. So yeah, that maybe never went according to plan. I wanted to maybe play that slightly smarter than running in and shooting and stuff, so we will try that again and see how that goes. So yeah, we'll see what's going on there. I remember where I went wrong here. Because it's down the stairs you do this thing through. And you do all your hacking out of sight. We can get through this network easy enough. This is an easy enough network. It's a straight shot to the capture point. So we're going to have to go through here, back route, through here, up through here, capture all the nodes.
Access granted.
And now we're in. So we're into this office that we need to be in. And it's a restricted zone apparently, so we've got that glass that's stopping people from seeing us. So we've got his code and all. Got some muffins. Look good. We've got the elevator keycard, which is exactly what we need, so... we just need to maneuver in here, hack this network here. This is a hell of a network to hack though, so... we should have his password. You know? Well, that might be too safe. Right. Anyway. This allows us to get to level 3, I believe. which is exactly where we want to go. So as you can see, we've taken a slightly different approach this time, slightly more tactical and methodical approach, and it seems to have paid off in waves, because we're now exactly where we need to be. We'll take all the money. Junk. So we're kind of in an area here where we shouldn't be, but
no worries whatsoever. The whole building is
to worry because we're way ahead of it. We can now get to the elevator on the left hand side and go up to the corporate suites that way without them even noticing, because this area is not restricted. But keycard usage is. But we've got the keycard, so we don't need to worry about that. So, put ourselves up there and go to the offices. So, what we're doing is we're essentially going in through the same. This is the same area that we were in last time, but we're going to be doing this in a more tactical, methodical, and stealthy approach. So. Burned this guy.
All clear here. Saw something. Stand by.
That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life.
We got a quick hack here. This should be good. Should be easy enough to get. Here's our control point. Oh, whoa.
Trace program initiated.
We've got to move fast now, like really fast. Because if not, we're not going to get this control point. We're going to have to do a lot of stoplights.
Access granted.
That was 3 stop worms. I did not mean to do that. Oh, we can get there. That's okay. We can do this. We can get there. We have the knowledge and the capability to do so. We've got a camera here that we should disable. We've managed to quite drastically play differently from the past 10 minutes ago when we were shooting everything and there was all sorts of chaos and stuff about. The stealthy playthrough is the preferred playthrough for myself in this game. I certainly feel that you get rewarded for a stealthy playthrough. You get rewarded for a stealthy playthrough. You get rewarded for hacking terminals and stuff like that. Oh! Oof, good job I didn't touch that. I'm getting a bit jumpy. Right. So let's find what we need to find, which is these things. None of these computers really matter to that much of a degree. I did hack them last time and there wasn't really a great deal on them. We'll see if these are 1s or 3s. So 1 will go in here. No, I don't want to sort of tempt fate and risk everything that I've done this far, so we're not going to do that. we've quite cleverly managed to infiltrate the Prague's most secure facility, and we've done it with very little disruption as possible. So we're now going to exit said facility with as very little disruption and as possible as well, and make sure that there's no sort of alarms going off or things like that. We do return here as part of a mission, and it's a pretty epic mission, I have to say. It's pretty cool. It feels like the ultimate heist, so to speak. But that'll be later on. We need to go to these guys, give these guys what they want. Do we still have the biocells? Yes we do, they come in handy for that.
I did not want to be on this anymore.
So we're going to go back into Jensen's sewer territory, crawling about sewers and stuff again. You know,
another one.
doing what he does best. Crawls about a sewer. Classic Jensen. Sewer rat.
You look.
Enough problems already.
Guys, they've got what they need, so they're going to drop the story on Praha Doros, hopefully. And not expose Task Force 29's home base.
I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad. Even
again, into the sewers, Jensen goes. So this way again. Down through the sewers, past the people. Yes. Up here, through here, down here, down here. Speak this not.
Anyone got the So, you got anything on Picus?
What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
I must have missed that one.
There is nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million Augs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet Shatterman up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit! That's a fact.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex-Bell-Tower mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted for them.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to read the game. Puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who's your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Psst, Kidara, Kilva, the Changala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to yet.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not pikers down here, okay? We're one of the few media outlets left that aren't part of the global control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished!
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
All right. Inspire me.
Here. Picus knew all about a recent chemical spill and what it did to the water supply. They warned their own people, but not the public at large.
Better to risk people's health than to threaten social order. This is good. Very good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
Alright.
So we got a hijacked city's information hub now for these conspiracy theorist guys. Well, it's really self-explanatory, isn't it? Conspiracy theorists.
Nice jacket, asshole.
So, climb this ladder, get out of this hole, stop Jensening it in sewers, and maneuver up to where we need to go. Get that done. And move up here. Pretty sure I know where this one is anyway. I've done this before.
They know who is behind it.
Stay quiet.
Taking the remote hacking app was a good choice. Certainly a good choice early on, as it allows you to sort of remotely take out cameras and stuff. You just got to be kind of quick with it, but it works. So it's not that one that I need. It's the one around the corner. So we'll whap a biocell into that.
Kind of thing.
Apparently I don't have a biocell. Well, I do, I'm just being an idiot. There's a surprise.
No more.
Yeah, we'll get up here and we will broadcast the alternative news that they want us to broadcast, and then they'll forget about Pride of us. So it's a 1, so it's an easy enough one. We've got one information hub here, we've got one route straight to the source.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Should be in already. Didn't even need to use a stop worm.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How'd you get this number?
I did what you asked. Samizdat should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.
So, another side mission down. We're good. Do we have any side missions left? Has this been an exclusively side mission stream? I think it has. Okay. We're gonna call it in about 10 minutes. So we'll go to Gollum City, we'll sort of show you how cool it is, and then we'll probably call it then.
What the hell?
So it'll be cutscene after cutscene after cutscene from now on. So you won't have to hear me rambling on nonsense about how cool this game is, or how I like the art style with the guns or whatever. Okay. Right, so we're just going to move on to that objective now, as we've no side missions left that we can do at this point, as side mission 3 continues on throughout each act in the game, so we can't do that. So we had a main mission stream a couple of main missions last time and a few side missions. We've just had a side mission stream exclusively this time. Oh, better put that gun away actually. That was a bit irresponsible. So we're going to go into this building here. This puppet shop. And then go through here into this maintenance area, which has got this really cool plane here. Sort of like a P-40, P-51 Mustang or a P-40 Warhawk style of plane. Very cool. Won't bore you with that though. Right. So through this door, and let's go meet our pilot.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an AUG in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's your cane now.
So, here comes chicane in the very advanced dropship. Almost looks quite stealthy, doesn't it?
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmail would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I'd made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
So now we've got a chance to ask like a million questions, and we're so gonna do it, so let's
You
do
ask
that.
me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Let's do this.
Good.
So normally I could ask him a million questions, but you're going to get to see Gollum City now just work because it is so cool, and you will instantly think of a 1980s science fiction classic when you see it.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and Ark may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
So yeah, I mean, how cool is that? That is pretty awesome. Major Blade Runner vibes. Kind of all vibes from obviously Deus Ex, Human Revolution as well, the orange game, where there's an orange filter over everything, but this level is so cool. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until next time to see it, because we're out of time, unfortunately. But we'll save it here.
How close did you get me to our contact's location?
Like, right on the suspense mark, and we'll be, I mean, when you come back next week, you'll see it. So, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This game just, like, really picks up here, and you see the amazing art style. So, yeah, I mean, like, kind of sorry, but not sorry. Right on the suspenseful part, I know, but we will pick up exactly from where we are now next week, and we'll probably actually get a bit better lighting in here so you can see my ugly mug if you're up for that. I'm not too sure. Let us know. Anyway, we'll sort of wrap that up now for you guys, but I just want to thank the people that have joined us, and just a second and I'll get out the social media list thingy-mabob. So I'm going to thank the people who contacted us: Siskel, Sam Wang 001, Pleb Stomper, Frost BBM, Dan Furnow, Mohan and Kazoo32. It's great to have supporters and subscribers. Love that you guys are tuning in and seeing the stream, and definitely catch us next week, and make sure that you catch up with the next installment of Adam Jensen's Adventures, because it gets even more awesome. So we'll go to the outro now, guys. Alright, cheers for joining us. Thank you.